Sega.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, I am Andrew, and alongside me is Sean and Colin. We are Cal Gaming, and welcome to our playthrough of Sonic and the Black Knight for the Nintendo Wii.
Here we go.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the most weirdest spin-offs that they've ever done.
Yeah.
But you know what? This one is actually takes a lot of steps that were, takes things that were a problem with Sonic with Secret Rings, but they fixed it up. But even then, it's still mediocre. Well, for one thing that's beneficial, full analog control.
Aye.
Like, Sonic does not move automatically for you, just move the analog stick as you would.
As God intended.
And also, the motion controls is just basically your sword swings, because it's a sword fighting game, folks, and yeah, we're gonna go with Sabah.
What, has only got the one?
Yeah, I was but then I might as well, considering he's not that brave. Anyway, Sonic and the Black Knight. This is the sequel to Secret Rings, but also the conclusion of the Storybook series.
Yeah, there's only
Epic
two
tale,
classes.
wasn't it?
Hey, at least we get off with very good CGI. And this here, folks, is the granddaughter of the wizard Merlin. Her name's Merlina. So original.
Yeah.
Who's voiced?
Inventive.
And this is King Arthur himself, the Black Knight.
Yeah, huge shoulder pads in his arm there. Is he compensating for something?
And how does that big massive sword fit into that tiny little scabbard?
Magic.
And these are basically his minions, folks, the Knights of the Underworld. Basically, flying creatures with helmets and armor. Because it's Arthurian legend times.
Yeah. Maybe you haven't picked up Arthur's the bad guy.
As if it wasn't obvious enough.
Yeah.
Notice how she's saying word for word the exact same spell as a Razor Jin. So, is she secretly the devil?
No, Sega just couldn't give a shit.
Instead of Sonic, it's Waluigi.
Fall down like he does in Striker's Charge.
Oh god, what fresh head is this?
You really want to trust someone like that, Waluigi, the truly most upstanding member of the community.
Yes, and nice to see someone who's got his priorities straight. Must save the precious chili dog.
I think this is the first time in the game series they actually brought chili dogs into the continuity, because they always established, even back then, that chili dogs was his favourite food. Also, this is Jason Griffith's last performance as Sonic, and do you know what? I think he does his best here. He really sounds good. It's like, I finally got my rhythm down. I've finally got the roll done. You get it replaced.
Typical.
And fun fact here, the Merlina here is voiced by Melissa Hutchinson, who's most famous for her role as Clementine in the Walking Dead series.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, I think this was in terms of the voice behind the scenes, in terms of the voice recording studio, this was where the 4 kids who play the respective characters come back here, but every new character, like the Black Knight, Merlina, and someone else we'll see, they're not 4 kids, they were like professional actors from a different studio. So I think this is when they sort of slowly making a transition to new voice actors.
You gotta hand it to Merlina there. Some amount of strength on her. She was able to hold back Sonic there without ripping his arm off.
And he's more pissed that he's lost his dog.
He looks so distraught there now that he lost his chili dog.
Can you imagine Samus Aran from Metroid with shoulder pads like that?
No, it's not too far off. You've seen some of her older suits.
You'd have to walk sideways to get through a doorway.
Also, why is the horse make galloping sounds in midair?
Because why shouldn't it?
Because he's got a speaker on the side of the horse that like artificially makes the sounds.
Here you are, folks. These characters here are the Knights of the Round Table. We have Sir Gawain, represented by Knuckles.
Oh no.
Sir the brave Sir Lancelot, represented by the ultimate life form, and Sir Percival, portrayed by Blaze. Eh? Shouldn't it be Dame Percival then?
And Shadow's Lancelot.
Yes.
Right, so to stay true to form, then he needs to turn traitor at some point.
If we're going truly by the Arthurian legends. Also, there are 2 more characters, but they only appear in multiplayer mode, which we're not going to bother with, folks. And that is Sir Galahad, represented by Silver, and Sir Lamorak, represented by Jet.
Yeah, I can see why they didn't get a part in the story, because fuck the 2 of them.
Well, do you know what? This game is actually shorter than Secret Range, so I think they could have done no harm by adding them in.
Yeah.
By the way, I do like how these particular storybook cutscenes look in terms of art. I really do like it with the shadows, and they actually show more emotion.
Yeah. But it's their second attempt at it, so.
I mean, it's good enough for like a story. They're going with the whole storybook theme.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right. So that means...
This is the land ruled by King Arthur.
Whoa. But was that really the king himself?
Yeah.
Way different in the stories.
So at least Sonic's familiar with it.
Yeah.
Let us go.
No, little does he know that he realizes that him being here is going to fuck up the mythology.
Yeah, he knows he's in effectively a storybook world. Chances are he still fucks up Knuckles' identity when he sees him.
Anyway, now Colin, you said to me once before we started Secret Reigns, like we said we're going to do the storybook series. You said you actually had more experience with Black Knight because you actually finished the damn game.
Yeah. I mean, it only took me like one night, because it's like that quick.
So basically, folks, you have full analog control. You can stop on a diamond whatever direction you want. Your only motion gimmick is the sword.
Yeah.
Basically, it goes in with any direction. You swing the Wii remote up, down, left, and right. Z button is to guard. A button's to jump. And get this, these apples here, they do nothing. They're just there for collectibles, just for the sake of being collectibles. There's no gauge at this point.
And do they let you buy anything?
No, there's no currency.
Then why?
They're just there for the sake of being there. Now, the most effective attack for me in terms of the controls is that the best way is to do this particular move right there, where you do the homing attack, and then just about as the homing attack is about to hit, you swing, and then basically Sonic does like a little spin dash in midair, and that can hit multiple targets.
Yeah, that was one I used before I gave up on this game.
Oh, you gave up?
Aye.
Let me guess, it was the motion controls.
Yeah, just couldn't be arsed with it.
Aye, because while it is slightly better than Secret Reigns, the motion controls are a little bit finicky because it all depends on how you swing the remote.
Is that a donut?
Yes.
Yes, that is a donut. Homer approves.
So the donuts from Secret Rings return as well.
Yeah. Well, actually, you do get the world reigns as items.
Okay.
Aye, because basically you collect all these items, and then there's like a menu in the main menu where it's like an item collection. This can range from like pieces of armor to food, and like I mentioned, the secret world reigns in the last game.
I take it they do fuck all.
No, actually, if you get all 7 of them, you unlock a Crush 40 version of the main theme to go into the gallery.
Okay.
Basically, folks, the story here is that the scabbard is made King Arthur immortal. So, it's not the sword, it's the scabbard. That'd be like saying it's not the gun that makes you the powerful, it's the gun holster. Merlina's looking very Sith-like, isn't she?
It's the hood.
Chris Palpatine.
I'll go get it. Be back in a flash.
Now, this is something that's always bugged me ever since the game was released. He's given this special glove, right? But it's not explained why he has to do it. It's like, I'm assuming he has to wear it to wield the sword?
Maybe.
Well, if he does, then why can't he wear both 2 gloves then? What's good? Do you know what's good about this game, folks? The mission structure is much better. You just go from the next mission to the next mission, and these are only the mandatory ones. All the extras you unlock after you beat the game. Like all those like defeat enemies, collect a certain amount of rings. They're not part of the main story. Only a few occasions compared to secret rings. Plus, the mission just unlocks right away, rather than secret rings where you just had to randomly choose a mission, hope it's right. At this point, in this game, it just gives you the mission. Oh, one thing I think secret rings, well, Black Knight benefits from again is the music. I mean, this music right here, Misty Lake, it uses the violin a lot, and it sounds really, really good. And plus, there's Jun Sano from Crush 40 comes back as the sound director in this game, and you can tell with some of the themes. Like, there'll be some themes that'll play from Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2 that makes you remind you that you're playing a Sonic game.
Yeah.
Oh.
Never have to kill these boars.
More like block them and they vanish into the alternate dimension.
Or they hit you so hard that you blocked so hard that they crushed their skull.
Yeah. No, like I said, they do a backflip and they vanish.
God's sake.
I don't know why they're attacking me. It's like maybe they must have mistaken Sonic as for Crash. As revenge for Crash 1. It's a hedgehog, not a bandicoot.
They're just very territorial.
Oh, by the way, there is no rings in this game that you collect. They're represented by fairies this time. There's 3 different fairies in the game. There's blue, which are basically your speed boosts, yellow, which increase your ring count, and red, which fill up your gauge, which we'll get into later. We don't get the gauge until we get to the second area of the game. And here's our first boss, right off the bat. It's like, oh, we're tired. Right off the bat, a dragon.
A fucking dragon. It's a donkey's wife.
Now, to be honest, this boss fight sucks because of the controls. It's like, all it does is that it does this long delay so it allows you to score multiple hits. And then it'll try to do an attack by slamming its chin to the ground. I don't know how it breaks its jaw though. Occasionally it'll burst you backwards with wind and all, but basically you gotta get multiple hits and then you cut off that special horn of his.
Yeah, I'm getting like smothered by Andrew's cat right now.
Yeah.
Melly, what is it with you again? Come on.
It's like, there's people here.
Do you know what? I might as well make Melly the mascot of the channel then.
Yeah.
This is the way the ranking system goes is that it's based on stars. So 5 stars you get more followers. Basically, followers are like your leaderboards. The more you unlock more followers, the more names you get. You go from knave to knight to master or something like that.
Yeah,
and you get
that
was a
do you need to be a certain rank to advance the story, or is it
no? It's just there.
So just complete levels, get to the end.
Exactly, it's just there.
Wow, I must have been really bored with this game if I chucked it.
And now we got our next boss, King Arthur himself, and
That was quick.
I guess Sonic just wants to like just finish it now.
Well, what's his motto? Oh yeah, gotta go fast.
yeah, true. He doesn't like staying in one place for one long.
This must be it.
Ah, true. Arthurian legend. Pull the sword out of the rock.
Yep.
Ready for
What if you tried to pull it and then it just broke?
You shall forever be the worst of knights, slayer of kings.
Guess I can't be the hero every time.
It's official. Sonic approves being the villain.
Yeah. Yeah. Or it's more just a case of, I'm not from this world, what do I care?
The sacred sword.
It goes by the name Caliburn.
It's kind of sorry looking. Fool.
Yes, the sword talks, folks.
Yep.
Is voiced by Casey Robertson, who I think previously voiced Riala in Nights into Dreams.
Nah.
Basically, Riala's evil doppelganger.
I've never played any of the Knights games.
No.
Neither have I, but the closest I've got to play as them was like Sega Superstars Tennis.
Yeah.
And here he is, King Arthur right off the bat. We're only 14 minutes in. So
Like I said, that was quick.
don't be surprised. Don't get your high hopes, folks, because you may think this boss fight's going to be epic, but nah, it's pathetic. But it's got really good music. I mean, this pretty much playing is basically a strings instrumental version of Fight the Night by Crush 40. I start a fight by running away.
And I bravely ran away.
Basically QTEs.
Yep.
The moment his sword glows, you need to swing and then jump. That's all you do. 3 times in a row. That's just your first boss. Oh, by the way, the homing attack is useless against the regular thugs. You have to kill them with the sword. Like, you can use them to bounce off them for a sword attack, but the home attack itself is useless.
I think the cat wants to commentate as well.
Yeah.
Meow, bitch.
Yeah, and he just teleports and falls off the back of the horse, and that's it. Down on one knees.
And that's King Arthur defeated, so that was our short game.
It's very short.
Yeah. Thanks, Cat. Thanks, Melly, knocking my headphones over. Sure, now, these these titles that you get, they're just basically namesakes. They don't provide anything special. But
Look how much I've played the game, basically.
Oh, we've got Martha Wayne's pearl necklace.
Don't let Batman find out.
Oh, bad news is that he can use that scabbard anytime he wants to get back up on his feet.
You're a sacred sword?
It is you, sir, who lacks the proper fighting skills.
Oh, shut up.
It doesn't have the force.
That's not how the Force works.
Well, it's your fault. You're a sad excuse for a teacher.
Another thing I like about this game is the character development between Sonic and Caliburn here. The way they're arguing about each other and Master and Student, and then they grow.
Yeah. And if Sonic's so crap with the sword, why did Arthur run away?
Ask the scabbard's former owner how to hinder its power.
You seem very quiet at this time, Colin. What's wrong?
Yeah, I've got a bit of a sore throat this morning, so that's why my voice might sound a bit low at the moment.
Let's go pay her a little visit.
I fear it may not be as simple.
This is probably one of my favourite conversations of Sonic and Caliburn right here.
Onward, my young knave.
Stop calling me Knave. I'm Sonic the Hedgehog.
Very well then, I shall call you Knave the Hedgehog.
So it's just like, I'm gonna fucking throw you back in that fucking lake.
No, oversized letter opener.
I bet so. It's like, I hope you rust.
Well, he must be thinking that right now, because this game came out in 2009, so 11 years ago.
Oh, God.
Jeez, old time does go by quick.
Wield the Sacred Sword. Basically, get to the end.
Aye.
Now we've got Caliburn now. Later on, when we meet the Blacksmith in the town, we can unlock 3 different styles of the sword gameplay. What we got now is in yellow is balanced, basically best of everything. Then you have one which is blue, but it focuses more on speed, and then there's red, which it focuses more on attack power, akin to Sonic Heroes, basically.
Yep.
And another thing this game does is that there's a point system, as you can tell, and you might see like double attack on triple attack there on the left side of the screen. That basically is how many attacks can you get and how many hits. But if you hit civilians, you lose points. Yeah, like the cardboard copies here to make you practice and all, and then now you see there's followers and all that. Just basically that 150. That's all the entire mission. To get all max, you just repeat the mission over and over and over and over again, but why would you want to do that?
You acquired a new movie. Let's go watch it on DVD.
Ooh, ham. And we got a letter. It's a Hogwarts school from witchcraft and wizardry. Oh, by the way, Eggman does not make an appearance in this game at all.
What role would he have if he did?
I'm not sure.
I mean, let's face it, he's not going to be King Arthur.
No. He wished he could be King Arthur.
Aye.
Cool in the shed, huh?
That's because a gentleman shouldn't have such an edge.
Not sure, but all Eggman gets in this game is an item where it's an Eggman symbol on a letter. Maybe that was his acceptance rejection letter to not sign for the contract.
What are you gonna do, Merlina?
Oh, this piano piece that plays right here is really beautiful. This one here.
Hello?
Why do flowers bloom, knowing they are destined to wither?
Huh?
Their time of beauty is so short-lived.
Oh no.
It's
No.
only dying because you picked it off the ground.
And that's the last we're going to see of Merlina. we're not going to see her for quite a while, as she says that she'll be recognised in town, supposedly.
So a key, crucial character then. She's up for the first couple of missions, then buggers off.
Exactly. Right, as we make our way to the castle town, we'll see you guys in the next part.